Good evening. My name's Jerry Thomas. I'm the Senior Vice for Post 330 here at the American Legion. And I'd just like to welcome you to our second unserviceable flag ceremony. There's a lot of folks that make this happen. So first of all, I'd like to recognize Mr. Councilman Marty Meeks. And he's always very supportive. He comes to all of our events, and I really appreciate it. But also from the Junior ROTC out of Luella, we have Cadets Jordan, Sanders, Choom, and Maddox. Also from the fire department, we've been blessed. We have some of the leadership here with Lieutenant Roberts and Sergeant Harrison. But tonight we're here to honor the symbol of our American freedom, the United States flag. We're going to retire a lot of flags from their duties. They're almost like people. But when they get to a condition where they're no longer serviceable because they're tattered, we have to retire them honorably. And that's what tonight's ceremony is about. Mr. Paul will be on the bugle tonight, and he'll play "To the Colors." And that's in remembrance of each of the flag's duties. When the flags are retired tonight, I want you to look at them a little bit different, almost as a person. So as they get retired, I'd like for you to think of them as we honor them, we respect them, and then defend them. The United States Code stipulates that when a flag is in such a condition, it's no longer a fitting emblem for display. It should be destroyed in a dignified manner, preferably by burning. Tonight, the community's gathered a lot of flags. Some are on the table and some are behind. But each flag has served its country, its city, its organization through their lifetime. So we're here to proudly pay respects to each of the flags. And tonight's ceremony will lay to rest first the United States flags and then the POW flag. If there were state flags, they would be retired next, followed by service flags, such as the Army, Navy, and so forth. Tonight, the American Legion will maintain a vigil over all the flags until they're completely burned, where there's not a trace of any fiber left. But how did this ceremony come about? Well, in 1937, September 23rd, a resolution was passed, Resolution 440. And I'm just going to read a couple segments out of it. First of all, in a proper service of tribute and memory and love, our flag becomes faded and worn and must be retired from life. Such retirement of flags that have become unserviceable may be done in public with respect and honorable rights. Therefore, resolved, Flag Day, 14 June, is the most appropriate day to annually hold the unserviceable flag ceremony. So our flags have done a lifetime of service. When you drive through town, you see it at the city hall, you see it at the police station, you see it here, and a lot of different places. And I want you to think about people that would really love to be a part of our country and be near our flag. A lot of us, when we were deployed, some of the folks from that country wanted to come back with us. And that's a symbol of our country is our flag. And on top of that, how many of us know people that have died for this flag? So because of that, I'm going to read you a poem, and the poem brings the flag to life. So as I read each little stanza, I want you to think about the flag as a person. I've flown high on poles, on hills, over towns. I stood watch next to headstones, on green, hollowed grounds. I've accompanied the brave to their final resting place. I draped their coffins and was lowered into place. I've been handed to families of veterans who died, and a memorable keepsake of honor and pride. I've flown at half staff. I've led parades too. I've been shot at with cannons, and I've also been hit by grenades. I fly high and proud on installations and consults and embassies and in foreign nations. I'm at churches and schools, shopping malls, baseball fields, and here in Legion halls. I'm a symbol of freedom all over the world. I'm flown with pride, and I'm a flag unfurled. To let you know how important these flags are, we received a flag from one of the citizens here, Miss Pam Marlin. And I'm going to read what she wrote with this flag, and that's how important this flag is to the community. Hello. I found this flag in the ditch out on Mill Road between Highway 81 and Jonesboro about 5 to 6 years ago. It's pretty shredded, but I was able to fold it properly. The one time I read about the Boy Scouts accepting flags, they properly destroy them, but I couldn't take it to them. And I've been holding on to this flag ever since. I've been hoping to find someone that could retire this flag honorably. I just happened to be going by your post, and I saw the old mailbox for flags, so I deposited it there. And I sent an email trying to confirm my understanding about the box's purpose. I don't want you to take on something that you shouldn't, but I felt like this flag needed to be honorably retired. And so, that's how important our flag is to our community. I'll be followed by the Sergeant at Arms.
Commander, we wish to present a number of unserviceable flags of our country for inspection and disposal.
Sergeant at Arms, advance your detail and present the flags for disposal and inspection.
Detail, 10-Jun. Present arms.
Over march. Face. Present arm. Up. Post. Post. Center face. Carry color. Right 2. Right face. Forward march.
Order, arms. Vice Commander, we present these unserviceable flags for your inspection.
It is the present condition of these flags to preserve their usual service as the emblem of our country.
These flags have become faded and worn over the graves of our departed friends and the dead soldiers, sailors, and airmen of all our nation's wars.
Present these flags to the first Vice Commander for inspection.
Vice Commander, we present these flags which have been inspected by the second Vice Commander for your further inspection.
Have any of these flags served any other purpose?
Some of these flags have been displayed in various public places.
Present them for final inspection and dignified disposal.
Commander, we have the honor to present for final inspection and proper disposal these flags of our country.
Have these flags been inspected by the first and second vice commander?
They have.
Second vice commander, what does your inspection show and what do you recommend?
Commander, these flags became unserviceable in a worthy cause. I recommend that they be honorably retired from further service.
First vice commander, what does your inspection show and what do you recommend?
Commander, since these flags have become faded and worn in a tribute of service and love, I also recommend they be fittingly destroyed.
Comrades, community leaders, and members of our community, we have presented these flags of our country, which have been inspected and condemned as unserviceable. They have reached their present state in a proper service of tribute, memory, and love. A flag may be a flimsy bit of painted gauze or a beautiful banner of finest silk. Its intrinsic value may be trifling or great, but its real value is beyond price. It is a precious symbol of all that we and our comrades have worked for and lived for and died for, a free nation of free men and women, true to the faith of the past, devoted to the ideals of and practice of justice, freedom, and democracy. Let these faded flags of our country be retired and destroyed with respectful and honorable rights, and their place be taken by bright new ones of the same size and color, kind, and let no grave of our soldier or sailor dead be unhonored and unmarked. Sergeant at Arms, assemble the detail bearing the flag and destroy these flags by burning. Audience, please rise. Uncover. Chaplain, please lead us in prayer.
Almighty God, Captain of all hosts and Commander over all, bless and consecrate this hour. We thank Thee for our country and its flag, and for the liberty for which it stands. To clean and purge flame, we commit these flags, worn out in worthy service. As they yield their substance to the fire, may Thy holy light spread over us and bring to our hearts renewed devotion to God and country. Amen.
Recover. Detail. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. The first audience, you may be seated. At detail. The first flag is retired in memory of PFC Jeremy P. Faulkner, our Hampton American Legion Post 330 is named after PFC Private First Class Jeremy P. Faulkner of Griffin, who died on March 29, 2011, of wounds suffered when enemy force attacked his unit with small arms fire in Konar Province, Afghanistan. He was assigned to the 2nd Battalion, 327th Infantry Regiment, 1st Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. This flag will be retired by our past Commander Gary Tuttle. The second flag is retired in memory of all Hampton comrades who were killed in action in all wars and conflict. This flag will be retired by our junior vice, Paul Ross. The third flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade and past commander, Jimmy Anderson. This flag will be retired by his daughter. The fifth flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, DeWard Hardesty. The sixth flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Tyrone Anderson. This flag will be retired by his wife, Miss Nancy Anderson. Just say the next one. The next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Cleo Craven. The next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Larry Rucker. This flag will be retired by his wife, Miss Nita Rucker. The ninth flag, or the next flag, will be retired in memory of Comrade John Madani. A family member is here to retire the flag in memory of our comrade. The next flag will be retired in memory of our departed comrade, Totania Gardette Usher. This flag will be retired by her mother. The next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Tommy Norman. The next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Larry Davis. The next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade and past adjutant, Comrade Choice Armstrong. This flag is retired by his wife, Auxiliary Member Tina Armstrong. The next flag is retired in memory of Comrade Walter Heckman. This flag will be retired by our Comrade Heckman, I'm assuming. Okay. Our next flag is retired in memory of Comrade Juan White. I believe there's someone here to, Miss White. Our next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Chief Master Sergeant Tressie Z. King. Our next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, George Washington Ivy. Our next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Philip Powell Sr. This flag will be retired by his son, our senior vice, Paul Powell. Our next flag is retired in memory of our departed comrade, Albert T. Chapman, Jr. Did I miss someone? Okay. And our next flag we will be retiring is the POW flag. Let me see, is there any citizen in the audience who would like to retire a flag? You can move forward to the table. Okay, we're good. All right. At this time, wait for the detail. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Our JROTC personnel will retire a flag. At this time, we have in our audience, I want to make sure that I show my respect to one of our city council, Mr. Meeks. Would you like to come forward, sir, and say a few words? You don't have to. You don't have to. I just want to make sure that I give you that opportunity in case you need. Okay. All right. Please rise. Detail turn. Sergeant Arms. Retire the flags.
Detail, 10-Chun. Order, arms. As you were.
Present.
Present, arms.
Face. Green colors. Retreat colors. Bang, base. Carry, goes. Ready, cut. Right, face. Forward, march. Okay.
Order, arms.
I just want to say a few words just to thank Eddie's. I first want to thank everyone for coming. Most of all, please be seated. Please be seated. There are some key members that play a crucial role in this ceremony. I just want to thank our junior vice, our first junior vice, who was Comrade Burton. He put in a lot of hours to prepare for this. And I just want to say in public, thank you very much for your hard work and dedication. Also want to thank the comrades that play a key role in the ceremony. And that's the Sergeant at Arms, the first vice, the second vice, Comrade Paul Ross, our senior vice, who play a crucial role, and especially our audio personnel who allow y'all to hear me, even though I have a big mouth and I can scream and holler, but it makes it easier in my voice, and I thank him so very much. I want to thank our chaplain. Our chaplain is with us everywhere we go. We start with prayer and we end with prayer. And we always do this for God and country. So at the conclusion of our ceremony, I understand that the American Legion will continue and remain here to retire every flag. And we will maintain a vigil over all these flags that are being retired till no trace remain of any flag. That is how important it is. We may have a small audience at this time, but I encourage each and every one of you to invite someone to our flag ceremony. Let the nation and our community understand how important it is to properly retire a flag. Just as the citizens state in this letter, it is so important. It is not just something flimsy that you just take and you just burn. I usually don't use the word burn. We retire our nation flag. We retire our nation flags. So thank you everyone for coming. May God continue to bless our country. May God continue to bless the United States of America, for God and country. Good night.